goals as soon as possible. I hope you all have completed the first 2 units. So we have already discussed the prerequisites for this course in the first session, and today's event will be covering taking an overview at Unit 3 and Unit 4. We'll check one code lab from Unit 3. So let's get started. In the first 2 units, you have learned few things about the Kotlin language, the views about Android and layouts in Android. You also installed Android Studio on your machine and built a tip calculator app that followed the material design guidelines. You also made an affirmations app which displayed scrollable list of text and images. So if you noticed, all those apps which you had made had just single screen or you can say the single activity. And as we all know that apps which we use daily includes a lot of different screens, and to make your application more interactive, you need to add different screens so that you can navigate between. For example, you can consider example of WhatsApp. After opening WhatsApp, it first launches the chat screen, or you can say the main activity, which displays a scrollable list of people with whom you can chat. Selecting of one person, a different screen is launched where you are actually able to chat or share media or call, etc. In Unit 3, you'll learn how to build apps with multiple screens. In this, you will build a words app. It lists the letters of the it lists the words of letters of the alphabets, and clicking on the letter brings up a new screen showing words that start with that letter. This unit contains total 4 pathways. In pathway 1, you will create 2 activities and you will use intent. Intent is a feature provided by Android to launch the second activity. So now you will be wondering what is intent in Android. In layman's term, you can say intent is a messaging object you can use to request an action from another app component or the same app component. To understand what is intent, let's check an example. Consider you are using a gallery application on your Android phone, and you wish to share that image on WhatsApp. For this, you will first have to find that image, open that image, then you will use the search option which is present, which will share that image to WhatsApp. After clicking share option, the intent is invoked, which will share the image on WhatsApp. So this is why we use intent. We can call different activity of same application or another application using intent. Uh, in pathway 2, you will learn about Jetpack navigation component and fragments. Then you will modify the app using multiple fragments. The same app which you made in pathway 1, which is word app, that will display a list of letters. So what is navigation component? Navigation architecture component in Android Jetpack provides a framework for building an in-app navigation. Uh, as you proceed further, you will learn more about the navigation architecture and build one interesting app which is unscrambling the words and much more. So that's all in Unit 3 and Unit 4. After completing the Unit 3, you will be comfortable creating apps with multiple screens. In this unit, you will be learning on how to connect your application to the internet. Till now, you created an app that displays something like the images or text, which was already provided by you. The like the like all the images or text which was displayed on your application were hard coded, but sometimes in complex applications you will need to fetch images or other data from the internet. For example, we all use social media apps. The social media apps request the server for new data. For example, you can consider the Instagram example. Whenever you open the application and start scrolling, the Instagram application will fetch new post images and caption from the server that will download in on your smartphone, and it will display on your screen. The data gets downloaded to the app and displayed. Um, to learn these new concepts, you will learn how to build an app named Mars Photos app, which will display images of Mars surface from the internet. So while creating this app, you will not be using the hard-coded images of Mars surface. You will automatically importing it using the retrofit library. Uh, so libraries are these libraries are already provided by Android. So what is library? You can say a library is just a group of code which will allow you to achieve certain purpose. So we will use the retrofit library to fetch data from the internet and show on your application as you scroll. So before starting to implement this app, you will learn more about the concurrency. You can imagine that the Mars Photos app, which receives data from the internet, would be a non-trivial task, which might take a lot of time depending on the amount of data you are downloading, the size of the that image, the resolution of that image, the your how fast is your internet, and also how good is your processor. So to maintain a good user experience of your application and prevent it from freezing or crashing while performing some easy tasks like scrolling, clicking a button, we can distribute the tasks that our app is going to perform. Like we can split the tasks into different threads, like the main thread and the background thread. So the main thread will do the job of displaying the user interface, respond to actions when user hits a button or scrolls the list, etc. And the background thread can do the job of fetching the data from the server, which can be time consuming as we discussed. So doing this might be tricky, but Kotlin provides a way to do this job more efficiently with the help of coroutines, which is also avoids many errors while doing programming. So that's all in Unit 4. You learn all this in Unit 4. Let's check one code lab. So, what are code labs? Code labs provide a guided tutorial, hands-on coding experience. Uh, code labs will Code lab will step you through the process of building small apps, add new features to existing apps, and learn to use new tools. So, let's check the code lab. So, I hope my screen is visible. Uh, okay, I have opened. Okay, so this is the Unit 3. I'll click on Explore. I'll show one code lab from Pathway 1. So after opening some pathways, you will make sure that you have already signed in. If you are not signed in, then you will not get this batch after completing the code lab and the quiz. So if on your screen it shows that if it shows a sign in button, then you should hit it and select your application. If it shows your profile logo, then you are good to go. We'll check this one. This is the pathway one of Unit 3. We'll check this code lab collections in Kotlin. So as you all know, you should always read whatever is given before starting. So in this code lab, we'll be learning about collections in Kotlin. We'll learn about the Lambda functions and other things in Kotlin. Okay, let's click next. So a collection is a group of related items like a list of words or set of employee records. The records can have items ordered or unordered, and the items can be unique or not. We have already learned one type of collection, which is list. So lists have an order to the items, but the items don't have to be unique. So we'll open the Kotlin Playground. So for creating a list, we'll okay. After clicking on this link, you will be welcome with the Kotlin Playground, where you can code and test your Kotlin features. So we'll learn how to create lists in Kotlin. So first, let's start with the writing the main function. For define the function, you will write the func keyword and the parenthesis. As we want to create an immutable list, so I will use val. Let's rename our list as numbers. Val numbers is equal to a list of is a function which is used to create list in Kotlin. So I can create list of numbers which includes 1, 2, 3, 7, 6, etc. So if you want to print this list, you will use the print function. After writing this, I will click on run to execute our code. So as you see, we have successfully created a list and displayed it using the print function. So this is how you create a list in Kotlin. Also, if you want to like in application, you will need to sort the list in ascending or descending order. So Kotlin already provides a function to automatic to sort the list. For this, you will have to call the dot sorted function. You can follow this code lab to create a sorted list. Then there is another type of collection which is set. So it is set is like list. Set is like a list, but set doesn't contains duplicate items. For example, as you can see, this is a list 0384055892, and a set doesn't haven't included any duplicate items. The duplicate items are automatically removed while printing or using the list anywhere. So following this, you will learn how to create a set. Also, the solution of the this code lab is provided here. You can visit it. So map is another type of collection. You can refer to map as a dictionary. Map is a set of key which is a set of key value pairs which is designed to make it easy to look up in a given a particular key, where the keys are unique and each key maps to exactly one value, but the values can have duplicates. Values in map can be strings, numbers, or even another collection like the list or set. So as you can see, this is the code which is provided for creating map in Kotlin. You can visit this. You have to while completing the code lab, you have to read each and every sentence and try all the code snippets given here in the Kotlin playground here. So we'll get an idea on how to work with this. So here in the third tab, you will learn on how to iterate over the list, map, or other collections. You will also learn how to filter specific numbers, like you can ask Kotlin to delete all the numbers which are less than 4 or etc. In unit 4 in tab 4, you will learn more about the lambda function. Lambda function are like the one liner function which you can directly define during the while calling it, so you don't have to specifically write definition of for it and call later. You can directly define it and use it on variables, etc. You will learn more about it here. So as we discussed in the overview, we will be creating a word list app. For creating that application, you will require a list of words. So in this tab, you will learn how to create a list of words in Kotlin, which you will be using while building the your words application. This is summary. So that's it for this code lab. So that's it for today. I hope you learned something about Kotlin and Android. So as we discussed earlier, you have to complete the quiz for getting that badge. So if you want to learn more, you can visit these links. Also, if you have any type of question while building your application, or you might get some errors while using the Android Studio, you can always ask on WhatsApp or mail us or use the Discord server. Thank you.